Right guys, it's Brad. Car's cold, I am cold, but today I'm going to be installing some soundproofing into it. This is not a car problems episode, it's just a little kind of vloggy thing, but yeah. I'm waiting for the car to heat up now. I'll get set up and get the door panels off and kind of take you along with the process. Squeak squeak from under the bonnet. Sounds like there's a pulley loose or bearing gone in a pulley. Well, I'll maybe make that into a video. Okay, so I got the GoPro situated in the back of the car. It's kind of a bad angle, but I have a big ass dirty sub in here, so I'll turn that off for this because we can tell there's bass coming from the back, but we can't really tell if there's bass coming from these door speakers, which is what we're going to be working on today. So as you see, you might be able to pick up, I'm not sure if the mic will pick it up, but there's a noticeable difference between that and with the bass on, the sub on. You can tell a huge difference, so I want a little bit more bass coming out the mid, so I'm going to pick a couple of songs that I think will be quite good for testing, and yeah, I'll put it down in the bottom what they are. I hope the camera can pick that up. I kind of have to keep it quiet. There is a business over there, so yeah. Okay, so let's start work. So it's quite easy this bit. We just need to get the door card off. It's a lot easier if you have electric windows. If you have wind-up windows, then yeah, you're kind of a bit screwed. So on a Yaris, there is 1, 2. I think you have to take this panel off. It's been a while since I last done this. Yeah, just take that panel off. It helps a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws on this. And they're like 3 of them are just trim tools. Bye. Okay, so once you've got that kind of off, you just kind of have to, helps if you've got trim removal tools, just fire this on the bottom of it. You'll feel like a little kind of opening at the left here. Fire that in, just to pull it off. I wouldn't be scared. Might be a bit tight if it's the first time you've done it before. And then lift, and then forget there's a cable and try and yank it off. You just push this up from the inside. Clips, if you push behind the clips, it kind of comes out a bit easier. That just clips on out. Door panels off. So if you're wondering where all the clips are on these, and there's one that you can't figure out, 2 clips on the bottom of this, so they're quite easy, just shove them out from underneath. And I think it's the same on here, but fuck my paintwork. So there's a clip there, clip there, clip there, clip there, clip there, clip there, and that sits like that behind the door. So yeah, now you know. Yeah, so if you're ever replacing a speaker, you can see this is just JDM zip tied in, but they literally do not come loose. The only thing that does come loose is these screws here that I used, but yeah, it's pretty rad. But you have your speaker cable coming down here, just cut into it, solder it on, put your connections on, adapter, and that's how you change the speaker quite easily on that. Yeah, these are riveted in, so you'll have to drill these out. Got him. All these washers are going to come off now. Okay, just going to let that hang. You know, that is a very tight gap, so I'm going to have to cut this. But what we want is a bit of soundproofing here. Toyota's put this one in here, but it's not enough. So I'm going to be adding more. There's also a massive door brace in there. I guess that's if somebody ever decides to run into the side of you. You also might want to check where the window wipers, the window goes. That gave up, I guess. Okay, so we are fine. I don't know how that speaker does not scrape off the back of that window, but we must be pretty close. Because the window comes down here, we can just fire as much soundproofing in there as we really want to. Also, another little thing that people do, there's holes behind, there's a big hole there, big hole here. What a lot of people do is they cover up that, and there's also a hole up here, but they cover up these with some kind of board or something, or whatever, metal, plastic, and they also soundproof that, and that also, instead of this rattling away, like whenever your mid's going, it like encloses the sound a bit more. Okay, so I'm going to get my soundproofing and I'm going to see what size it is. I forgot some scissors. I also forgot the keys to this bit. Shit, I'm going to have to go get them. So, I went back, got keys, I also got a pair of scissors, just going to come in very, very handy. Just twiddle these nuts off again. Okay, so this is the stuff I got off Amazon. There was 10 sheets this size for, I think it's 13 quid. I had it sitting on the heater so it's a bit more flexible and malleable. I want to cut one so I can roughly slot it underneath there as far as possible, and then one behind there. Might put a little bit around this bar because that'll be something. Kind of problems, rust on there, I don't like that. So gonna cut one of these to size. I'm gonna heat up the door panel, then I'm gonna heat up the pad with a hairdryer. But also I'll give these a wee test fit, see how they fit in. Because these have got like a little black tarry back to them. It's literally like tar, so that needs to be nice and hot. That needs to be nice and hot, and hopefully I don't burn myself. Wow, cut's really easy. So let's go into specific detail. I can't even say that word. Nicky Clark hairdryer. A Nicky Clark hairdryer, one of my own. And yeah, I'm just going to start heating shit up. Okay, that heats, this actually takes the heat pretty damn well, so I'm going to go grab the roller pretty quick. So for a roller, okay, I'm probably going to be bent down the shot. But for a roller, I'm using just a simple wallpaper roller. So, like, you can get ones for actual soundproofing, but sound deadening and everything. But this will probably do exactly the same job as what we're wanting. So, yeah. Oh wow, that's not even the right one. I was going to say it's lost a lot of heat very quickly, but this has become very malleable and playable. So I guess that's close. It's also really nice and warm, so I'm going to start heating up this, and then I'll go back to heating up, start heating up the metal, sorry, and then I'll go back up to heating up. This hairdryer is a turbo mode, but it doesn't blast as much hot air. Keep in mind that your paint is on the other side, so that's warm enough. We're ready. Doesn't take much. Okay, I think I'm just gonna go for it. So this is where the part where you probably want to have nails. Oh, no, it's not too bad. Wow, that is really sticky. Damn. Okay. Listen to that noise. It's sticking to my fingers. Okay, so far it's stuck to everything I didn't want it to stick to. And I'm finding this difficult to straighten out inside the door panel. Well, she's in there. Not very well, but she's in there. So I'm going to go ham and hopefully not mold out the inside of my door card. My door card to the outside of my door. So, yeah. So you do this part to make sure it gets a good stick, because if it doesn't get a good stick, it's going to fall off. And this shit's sharp. Alright, okay, so as you can see, it's in there. Not very well, but she's in. And if I tap it here, you can hear it's a little bit more deadened than if I tap over here. Oh, it kind of sounds the same, but oh no, there's a little bit of a difference, but yeah. So I'm going to put a bit on the top, which is down there. So I couldn't be arsed heating it up for as long, so this should do. It's still sticky, so that's good. Beautiful. So I got to do this to both of the sides of the car. It's really hard getting a roller up in there. I'm going to see if I can get away with putting some over this bit of bar, because that won't help. But what this does with this here, oh my god. Yeah, I'm in pure chav mode. What this does here is when the sound reflects off the speaker, it hits the back of here, and then it comes back and hits the back of the cone. So when this hits the back of the cone, it muffles the sound, which I don't think that's much of a problem when I look at the back of these, but this deadens the sound a bit, and it like stops the distortion. I'll link a very good video of a guy called Soundman. But in the back of here is big gaps, and I want to cover up all these at some point, just because it would be very, very nice. But that's it basically done, so I'm going to bash on with the other side. And I might even do the back where the sub is, because I got kind of a rattly boot whenever I play Young Jay-Z. But yeah, let's see if that makes a difference. I'm going to check first. My windows still go down. Perfect. I'm not gonna lie, when the door cards are off, you actually notice the speakers don't sound as good. That's because Toyota have put their own proofing in, soundproofing. They've got this kind of stuff here. It actually makes a huge difference. But these grills here also muffle up the sound quite a lot, so that's why you see a lot of people, they'll like actually just like cut out that whole grill part, and then they'll just mount the speaker in there. But yeah, like I've seen some folk they put it here, the soundproofing all over here. But yeah, it's mainly to stop the rattling. There's not really much rattles in this, so I'm just going to fire it all back in. There's so much bass, more bass in this one, I can already tell you. There's definitely more bass, like low end to this side. The camera's definitely not going to pick up any difference, but I can tell you in real life, there's way more bass when you turn it up on this side. If you're looking for a good audio solution, if you want to get some nice audio sounding stuff, go for it. You'll notice a difference. I probably could be doing with getting an amplifier to run those speakers, because they're so just underpowered compared to these front speakers, which they just like, if I turn it up too loud, these front speakers will go before these and the sub in the back. So yeah, buy yourself a decent head unit, some good quality-ish speakers, a sub, and that's all you'll need. If you want to go over the top, then go over the top. So I'm wanting to go over the top as well. So okay, so that's done. You can see where where from this I've had to heat up. But weird thing, well, not really weird, but I can still hear the music outside this door panel, but I can't hear any from here, but I can from here. So that means that this is working anyways, to some degree. Can I hear a difference? I think it sounds a lot clearer, but this is a CD, so I did have it on this setting before, so I'll turn everything back to normal. But oh wow, yeah, door cards are even rattling. There's definitely a huge difference. I'll kind of hold you back up where you were before. Wow, well, I can hear a difference. I don't know if this will be able to hear a difference, but I can actually somewhat hear a difference in just the actual sound coming back out. Fire that down. But yeah, like that's kind of crazy. Realistically, I didn't expect that much of a difference, but it's still not like, I would still go against what I was saying before, like saying if you have just if you just want a normal system, just want an extra bit of bass, buy a big juicy sub, because that'll definitely get the bass that you want in. But if you're going all crazy with an audio install, you might as well. You might as well. No, I've lost that panel. Right, anyways, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to edit this. It's a Sunday. So yeah, I'm putting you on a sunroof, so do not worry. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go edit this. Nobody around. Just make sure I don't look like a cock. I'm gonna have to go edit this. I'm gonna have to clean this all up. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I probably have looked like a chap this whole time and scruffy ass hair. So yeah, thanks very much, guys. I'll see you later.
Tell me the truth.